You see Josh Depace coming down to the cage, nice and relaxed. You see Cage Wars veteran Andrew Chirico, black belt in jiu-jitsu, owner of Clifton Park Submission Academy, cornering Josh.
And Josh is a Cage Wars legend, isn't he, Will?
He really is. You know, he's another one of those guys, anywhere, anytime, any place.
Always got a smile, always a good guy. Fans love him. And like you said, he never turns down an opportunity to come in here and throw down.
And not only does he never pass it up, he enjoys it. That's why they call him the smiling assassin. He enjoys what he does in there. All right, here we go. We're waiting for Josh Depace to make his way into the cage. Look at that smile. Coaches are dancing behind him. It's a good old time in that corner. All right, here we go. Josh Depace. There we go. There we go. All right, here we go. Josh Depace made his way to the cage. Big Dan Mergliotta, fittingly the third man in the ring for this. All right, here we go. Paul Lafond making his way down to the cage next.
Yeah. Boy, it's loud in here, isn't it?
It is. It is. We got two local guys.
Oh, my gosh. I love the energy in here.
Oh, me too.
This is a combat sports arena, dude.
It is. You know, the vaulted ceilings.
I love it.
The backdrop, the setting, everything. This is where you want to be to experience a combat sport event.
Take your headphones off for 2 seconds and just listen to this crowd.
There's a hum. There's a literal hum in the energy in this room. It's electricity.
I love it.
All right, here we go. Paul Lafond making his way up. Josh Depace, nice and calm. And now we talked about Lafond putting extra weight on too. It's going to be interesting to see if that has any detriment to his cardio.
I know it's tough to say exactly. Can you is it 20 pounds, 30 pounds? How much extra is he?
Josh Depace has 30 to 35 pounds on Paul Lafond.
But you had mentioned that Lafond though had to come up though, and
Lafond's first fight was at middleweight at 185. Then he took some at 205, and now he's at heavyweight.
So what do you think he's entering in at right now?
225, probably to 230.
That's big for him.
Yes. And here we go. This is the first fight of the night with no shin guards, guys. Ground and pound to the face is a go.
Oh, I love it. And we will send it into the cage for the official introduction.
The action continues on the card for Cage Wars 70 with our next contest scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in our heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. Official weight 264 pounds. He is the smiling assassin, Josh Depace. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the cage, standing 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighed in yesterday at 260 pounds. Representing Team Jucao out of Scotia, New York, Paul Lafond.
Holy moly, listen to this crowd.
The man in charge of the action when that door closes is Dan Mergliotta.
My mic, there we go. I couldn't think of a better third man in the cage besides Big Dan.
Couple of big boys going at it. Here we go.
Christian, can you hear me? Oh, wait, there it goes. It's gone. Oh, no, it's bad. It's the wire.
All right, good action early between Depace and Lafond.
Josh Depace very good with the hands. Paul should definitely calm himself a little bit, slow it down. Again, just because Josh has proven he can go all 3 rounds, no problem.
Lafond looks good at this weight.
He does, but again, you got to be careful with a guy like Depace. You can't burn yourself out in the first round. He's durable, he's tough, he's gritty. Here we go, push him against cage. Again, this is what I talked about earlier. Josh Depace making Paul wear that weight against the cage in the clinch, slowing that pace down. He's got an over-under. He's going to look to punch his way out of this. Nice. Oh, another low blow.
Boy, Lafond just takes nut shots like it's his job.
He could change the name to Nutnator. Poor guy. The clock seems to be still running, but I would highly doubt that to be the case.
A warning here from Big Dan.
All right, kudos to Lafond for not taking too long. You know, and again, when you're in the cage, it just takes the angle, you know, to go right up the goalpost. Again, Josh wants to get Paul against that cage. Paul's going to want to lateral out left. Nice job with that uppercut.
Nice job.
That might have been enough right there. Really inflict some damage on Paul Lafond. Can Paul Lafond come out of this?
Lafond's in trouble here.
Lafond better get up to the feet. Nice job by Depace making him wear the weight. Looking, go north-south, looking to open up the punching lane. Keeping his weight on top of Paul.
What a dominant round by Depace.
Absolutely. Really just using that size to his advantage,
No
slowing
kidding.
it down, making everything uncomfortable for Paul. And right now, Paul's trying to find an answer, but it's really tough with that much weight on you against that cage. And again, Josh knows how to use that weight at this
Sure
point.
does. This is as good as I've seen Depace look. And that's it.
That was,
Is that it?
that
Was
was
that the
it.
end of
He
the
choked-
round?
He choked him against the cage.
That's it. Okay.
That was so sneaky. I don't think the crowd knows what happened.
That's a win for Depace. Okay.
You know, and again, it goes back to what we talked about, Depace really having the composure. And it's great to see, you know, him going and training at all these places like Submission Grappling, or Clifton Park Submission Academy with Coach Chirico.
Yeah.
Down at Black Hole MMA with Coach Dickerson, you know, Coach Wacker. It's really shown and elevated his game, and it's nice to see.
That's a nice win by Depace.
It
He looked
really
really
is.
good.
He's elevating his game. He's rounding everything out really well.
It's a good
He's
weight
doing
for
a
him.
very nice job.
All right, we'll try to get you a replay if we can before the official decision.
So again, you'll see Depace put his weight on Paul against the cage and sneak in that one-arm guillotine with his, I believe it was his right arm. Again, tonight has been a night of fast finishes. Here we go. He's got him on the cage. You're going to see him try to sink that arm underneath.
There's a tap.
And there's that tap. He uses that left arm to create that single-arm guillotine.
And we'll send it back into the cage for the official
Please,
decision.
fight fans, a round of applause for 2 great fighters and 1 great fight. Bergliata's called a stop to the fight 2 minutes, 4 seconds into round number 1. For your winner, by way of guillotine choke, Josh Depace.